Hey, this is Karmal Kashyap. Welcome to another video. And this video is going to be unlike any other video because in here I'm going to be talking about most of the brain part, what it takes to be great, what it takes to be successful, what it takes to be rich. Because you must have heard that phrase which goes by, you become rich in your mind long before you become rich in your bank account. So, I've been talking about how you can make money from the online business, which is Instagram theme pages, in a couple of the videos before. But right now, I'm going to be talking about what happens before you start making any money. What happens, what changes, what kind of frequency you tune into, because your subconscious mind, you act on it. It's like you're riding a horse, and the horse is the subconscious mind, your subconscious mind, and your brain, your conscious mind is the one who's riding it. So it's you, right? So it's all driven by subconscious mind. It's all driven by the beliefs, the habits that have been, you've been molded in for throughout the years, ever since you were born, right? The beliefs that have been instilled in you, the habits that you already have, every single thing matters. And that's exactly what you need to change before you start any business, and you have to work on your mind. So money is important, but your subconscious mind is the most important thing that you have to work on before you start any business, right? You have to work on your mindset. You have to work on understanding how every thought affects how you perceive yourself and how you perceive the entire reality, because your reality is nothing but the mere reflection of your inside thoughts and the person you believe who you are, right? So if the subconscious version, right, if you believe yourself as a loser, you will be experiencing nothing but situations in your life that makes you feel more like a loser, right? But if you feel like I'm the winner, if you tell yourself I'm the winner, and things come to me very easy, money comes to me very easy, then, and you are backing those things by relentless action, you are going to experience that reality. And as you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So when you tell your subconscious, when you keep repeating yourself that I'm a winner, I'm a winner, I'm a winner, and I'm successful, I'm healthy, I'm in a good shape and everything, you start making decisions, you start making choices, right, which are in your favor of reprogramming your subconscious mind. All right. So we have to work inside, we have to work on the inside before we change anything else. Like I said, the reality outside is a mere reflection of the thoughts and the beliefs you have built for yourself, right? So pay close attention to it, because it's not just going to be about any money. I mean, it is, but it's more so about what it takes, what happens before you become rich, right? So first things first, you're not in control as of now, so that's why you're watching this video. And but the good news, I'm going to make I'm going to make you things understand that you will be a different person after this. And after you, like, you don't have to just collect knowledge and let things be, but you have to actually implement those things which I'm going to be telling in this video, right? You have to actually implement those things, and when you do that, you are going to be so much different than you already are. And when you see yourself in the mirror, you'll be like surprised, astonished to see a new version, right? So like I said, you are not in control. You have been programmed by your cell phone, you have been programmed by the content you're consuming, and you have been programmed by the excuse me, you've been programmed by the influences that you're watching, right? And i always say I always say the youth becomes, I can already tell by what the youth is consuming and what kind of person he's going to be. If he's consuming bullshit, if he's consuming shitty content, shitty influencers, if he's, looking up to shitty people, he's eventually going to be like them, because he's so influenced by them. He's so influenced that he's going to act in a way like, oh, I'm this, and he's going to act cool because he seems those people are cool, right? So like I said, imagine you're riding a horse, and the horse is your subconscious mind, right? You only have, and the person writing, which is you, is your conscious mind. So like I said, who the person who is writing it, it's 5%. The conscious mind, 5% is, you have only 5% control, right? But the 95%, which is horse, is controlling your entire life. You run 95% of the time on daily basis on subconscious mind. You are on autopilot basis, so you have to reprogram your subconscious mind, right? So, and how this affects is your daily actions, daily decisions, behaviors, and are run by subconscious mind, right? And you think you are in control, you think you're making decisions, you think this everything is in your control, you think that way, but actually not, right? Why is it happens? I'm going to give you an example over here. Why is it happens when you go to buy something, and you're at a shop or something, and you see you want to buy something, and now you're thinking about it twice, thrice, or should I buy it, should I not, should I buy it, should I not? Because ever since you were a kid, you've been programmed. I mean, I was programmed like this, because if you go out, I was programmed like this. If you go out, it's hard to make money. It's hard to, money is something, money has been treated like a god. Money is not god. Don't put that, don't put money on a pedestal, because money is a tool. As if you were born in a rich family, you've been taught this thing like, oh, money is a tool. You don't have to, put it on a pedestal. Money is not god. Money is a tool, and you trade money for your time, right? That's the one thing that rich people understand, that one thing that, highly conscious and highly programmed subconscious people, understand. If you want to be rich, you have to understand, you have to give money, and to learn things, right? You have to, trade money for your time, so you can save more time. Because once you understand the fact that there's only one asset in life, which is your time, you'll be willing to trade any amount of money. And you are holy, that you have very limited time, but still you act like you're immortal. So like I said, you've been running by your subconscious mind, and it's been programmed by your daily decisions, actions, and behaviors. Now, like, I gave you the example. If you are in a shop and you want to buy something, and you're thinking about it twice, thrice, and I know God knows how many times before buying it. And even sometimes you don't even buy it, because you might feel like, oh, I'm gonna make it at home, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I don't know, a million reasons to not buy it. When I go to that shop right now, if I want to buy something and I really want it, I know I'm gonna buy it, because I understand money is a tool, and it's a tool to be traded for your happiness, for your time, and for your enjoyment. You are in this lifetime to enjoy, to live your dreams, right? So moving on to this thing, right? I'm gonna explain you few subconscious things, like what actually happens behind the curtain. Now you're watching a show, you're watching a play in a theater, right? You're in an auditorium, you're sitting in an auditorium, you're watching, characters play and everything. So now you're curious about what actually happens behind the scene, right? What actually happens, how they prepare, how, like, what they do, and so many questions you have in your mind, right? That's exactly what needs to be studied, right? And like, here are things you need to know, because you're doing wrong and you don't know, right? That's exactly, you're doing it wrong because you don't know, you don't have any knowledge about it, right? So it's like your mind is an iceberg. This is your conscious mind, this is your subconscious mind, right? Thoughts, perceptions, and you run on subconscious mind. Like I said, 95% of the time, on daily basis, you run on subconscious mind. So it's memories, stored knowledge, whatever, instinct, fears, and selfish moves, right? But more and more, if I tell you, is like, you've been running your entire day on subconscious mind, right? um See, your conscious mind is that part which you think is just the tip, like I said. is just the tip of the iceberg. You think you're running on conscious mind? No. You've been running on your habits, fears, beliefs, emotional pattern. And now you have to program this. Now you have to program this thing, right? And uh, I'm gonna give you an example. So when a kid takes takes birth uh, in this planet, and when he's from the ages of 0 to 7, his brain is in theta state. So that means his brain is in developing stage. So if you tell that kid, if you feed that kid, uh, money is easy to make, money is just a tool, he's gonna grow up with an attitude, with a mindset, oh, money is just a tool, money is not god, money is, you don't have to put money on a pedestal. But on the other hand, if there's the kid, you've been raising that kid like, oh, money is so hard to make, it takes so much effort, it takes so much of your time to make money, he's gonna grow up like like you right now, because you're making decisions on that shop so many times to buy it not, and still not buying it, right? So I'm gonna give you another example, right? So let's say you come across a kid who is speaking 5 languages fluently. He's speaking 5 languages. You come across a kid who's speaking 5 languages fluently, and now you're astonished. You're surprised. How come a 5-year-old kid knows 5 languages? Exactly 5 languages. I mean, I only know like two, right? My mother tongue and English. But if I come across a kid who is 5 and speaking 5 languages, fluently, I'll be astonished too. But I won't be astonished. I won't be surprised, because I know how it happened. Because he been surrounded by people who are speaking those 5 languages. So now he's been programmed. He's been programmed from the day he was born, that he was programmed in a surrounding, he was programmed in an environment where people are speaking those 5 languages. So it's not different. It's not surprising for him. It's not surprising for his community, right? So that's exactly how it works. If you're born, if you're like, even now, if you surround yourself with people who have a brain for business, you, or whatever you may pursue in life, have good people, have good mindset people. Like I was saying, you come across that kid who's speaking 5 languages fluently, and I won't be astonished that much that you are going to be, because I know you're the sum of 5 people you most hang around with. So he's been surrounded by people who have been speaking those 5 languages for a very long time, and he's been surrounded in that environment. He's been surrounded in that community, so it's fluent. It's effortless for him, right? So moving on to the next one is your brain can't tell what's real. Exactly. So you must have heard it, right? You must have heard it because you scroll reels so much, and you're watching this video. So I presume that you are interested in this concept. So you must have watched some reels that your brain does not know the difference between what's imagined and what's real, right? Like I said, your reality you have in front of yourself is a mere reflection of your internal thoughts, your internal reality, right? So when you really imagine something, like you're lying on the bed, you are just lying on the bed freely, your hands are free, it's not, there's no tension in the body, it's free, you're really closing your eyes, and really feeling those feelings of getting a new car, getting a new house, making your first 10K, making, your business is booming and everything. Now you're really feeling it, and you're at the same time, you're backing those things with actions, right? Now now what's going to happen is you are going to experience those things that you're imagining, right? Because like I told you, your brain does not know the difference between what's imagined and what's in real, right? So the thing is, it's your greatest weapon and your biggest problem as well. Why? Because most people go through life imagining the worst case scenario and really feeling it. Oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? They're already feeling it. They're already feeling that fear. They're already feeling that, feeling of loss, and all those low frequency, low vibrational feelings. So that's why they keep on experiencing that reality, right? But if you change it, if you reverse those things, you start imagining the right, what's going to go right in your life, and even if you are in the trenches, but still you're imagining, you know uh, Conor McGregor says it, right? He's like, back in 2013, 14, he speaks so much about the law of attraction, the power of subconscious mind. And when he's just driving his old broke down car, he's still imagining like he's driving a Bentley. And I did the same when I was building a business. I already writing in the my journals that I'm already hitting like million followers, I'm already hitting like million views. And now I am because I acted in a way, I imagined the best case scenario. I'm already making over 20,000, 30,000. Now I am. That's how you change your subconscious and program it, right? So you've been programmed without knowing. Like I said, when you're born, when you take place in this earth, from 0 to 7, it's your state. Your state of mind is theta state. And whatever your surrounding is feeding you, you're gonna grow up like that. Like, if your surrounding is feeding you, like, money is hard to make, you cannot make money, you're gonna grow up like, oh, it's hard to make, I don't know what to do, money's god, you're putting money on the pedestal. But at the same time, some other parent is feeding his kid, oh, money is just a tool. You trade money for your time, your happiness, your enjoyment, family, good time with your family and everything. Now he's gonna grow up like, oh, money's not nothing. Now his belief is, now he's been programmed subconsciously, like, money is, it's easy for me, it comes easy to me. And that's exactly what happens. So I program my mind. I was never like this. I program my mind to, oh, money comes to me easy. But at the same time, I back those things with relentless hard work. I don't know. I'm not, just you know, lying on the bed and doing like, oh, money comes to me easy. I'm imagining and everything, and but not doing shit. I backed those thoughts. I backed those feelings. I backed those programming with relentless hard fucking work. Right. So you have to do the same. Right. So it's basically hypnosis. Right. So it's like, you you take a a sponge, right, and you dip it in two types of water. One is black one, and one it's blue one. The black one is like, oh, all the shit things in life, it's hard to make money. And blue one is, uh it's easy to make money. So when you dip it in, what color, what type of water the sponge absorbs, right? You know it. The sponge dipped in black water, it's like, oh, it's black, right? So it's hard to make money. The one in the blue, it's easy to make money. So the sponge, it absorbs the surrounding. I know you get it. Now, here's the good news. Your subconscious is not permanent, right? So you can program those things. You program your subconscious, your beliefs, your entire paradigm, and it's easy. All you have to do, all you have to be is consistent with it, right? So, like I said, from 0 to 7 is your subconscious develops, and as it develops, from 0 to 7, you cannot change, like people say. Your beliefs, your traumas, your everything, your habits, right? But there is one thing. As you fall asleep, as you're lying on the bed and you're just in a state of just falling asleep but still a bit awake, that's the strongest state of mind. That's called theta state. Every single day, you go to bed, and as you're falling asleep, just imagine, relax your body, free your body, and free your body, relax, and just close your eyes. Imagine, really feel those feelings. How would you feel when buying your first car, when buying the first house, when you're making, like, let's say, $100 with your business, $500,000 with your business? How would it feel? Now you have to actually feel it, right? I did the same once. Maybe it was like 1 or 2 years ago. I was reading this book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. I really recommend it. Read it. Go. It's amazing, right? uh, Read that book, and I imagine I was reading that book, and I was doing exactly how it was mentioned in the book. Do these steps, go to bed, relax your body, just imagine, really feel those feelings of what it's like, having whatever you are imagining. So I was imagining, oh, I'm like really specific with it, right? You have to be really specific with it, like, oh, like it is exactly happening, like it is really happening. I'm what I'm imagining is I'm getting my first $1,000, right? So I'm like, oh, I woke up the next day, I woke up the next morning, and I'm really feeling it. I'm the like I'm unlocking my phone, opening Instagram, like I'm tapping the phone, and I'm getting paid promotions. I didn't have back then. I didn't have many uh, sources of money. I was figuring out a lot of things. So yeah, I was like, oh, I got a message for paid promotion, and I was really imagining that I get $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, and like after 2 3 days of kept on visualizing, feeling those feelings, I really did it. I really did it. I cannot put this in this video because that feeling was so good. One of the best feelings that I can ever experience. That, and it was like, oh fuck, it really happened. It really happened. I was like so excited that I ran to the other room. I went to my dad and I told him everything. Like, Papa, this happened. Oh, and showed him in the book. Like, oh, this happened, this happened. I was like, one of the sweetest feelings. One of the sweetest feelings. So your subconscious can be rewired, your subconscious can be reprogrammed. So it has to be deliberate. Like I said, consistency is key, and you can start right now, right? So yeah, there's this 5 minute trick that I already told you. What the fuck, right? So this 5 minute trick that I already told you, as you're falling asleep, as you're in the state of falling asleep but you're still kind of awake, relax your body, relax. There has to be no tension in the body. Relax your entire body, just go in your mind, relax, go in your mind, close your eyes, go in your mind, imagine whatever you want, like you're already getting in. Go into the specifics, as specific as you can. You bought your first car, your friends are really happy, your parents are really ecstatic about it, really congratulating you, put it on their WhatsApp status. Oh, my kid got his first car, because that's what I did. Right? And yeah, I'm capable of buying a car now. So I'm gonna be buying two cars this year. So it's going to be Range Rover and a BMW. So yeah, um, yeah, like I imagined everything. I visualized it, right? So that's how we do it. My mom is, congratulating me. Everyone's so happy around me. Such happy energy, and you have to understand that. And when I speaking of energy, you have to understand that whatever energy you're putting out, either it's love, you're bitching about someone else, or either you're talking to someone else in a lovely state, in a state of love, you're not just putting out energy to that guy or that person. You're putting out your energy to the universe, and whatever has been sent to the universe comes back. You must have heard, like, what goes around comes around. That's karma. It's more like, it's a vague topic to say, it's a vague word to say, that karma. But if you just really go into the specifics, if you go into the details of it, it's more like energy. When you put out some energy into the universe, it comes back one time or the other. So yeah, what you wish for others, you wish for yourself. Moving on to the next one, why affirmations aren't working you. I'm gonna tell you, it's going to be really simple. I'm a straightforward guy, man. I'm gonna tell you why affirmations aren't working for you. It's because you aren't doing the work that it requires to feel like it. You're saying I'm successful. You're saying I'm a millionaire. I'm saying I'm making $1,000 a month. You're saying I'm making $10,000 a month. You're saying all these things, but after shouting these affirmations in the mirror every single day, you go back to still scrolling, you go back to still binge watching Netflix, you still go back to really aren't putting your really best effort, right? I'm going to show you something. I came from a football game at I went for a football game at 9:30 at night. I came back at midnight. Now it's 2:30 in the morning, right? Like I said, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. You have to fucking put in the work. That's the only way. That's the only way. And when you reprogram your subconscious mind, and backed by relentless actions. I've said numerous times, and I'm gonna say it over and over again, that relentless actions, like raw, pure actions, and having uh, to know that you can reprogram your subconscious mind is a cheat code in life. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I was reading that book, The Power of Subconscious Mind, when I finished reading it, I was like, I was going outside. If I'm outside, I'm looking at people. I'm I'm telling myself that people don't know the kind of power they hold, the kind of power they hold. With having such a powerful thing, it's the most powerful thing that you can have, right? At the same time, I'm gonna tell you I'm really tired after a football game. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Start today, right? So you have to understand, you have to start today. You have to start right now. If you are watching it, I don't know, whatever time you're watching it, go to bed. Whenever you go to bed, just keep this thing in mind, that you have to, you know, reprogram your subconscious. You have to reprogram your beliefs before you can, run any business. I mean, you can, I'm not saying you have to, fully reprogram your subconscious, but at the same time, I'm telling you, you have to start acknowledging the beliefs that you already have been from a very young age, you've been running on from a very young age. You have to understand those patterns, you have to understand what triggers them. You have to understand, really write it down on a piece of paper, so it, clears things up. So as you just start your business at the same time. Oh, and you have already running a business, and your business needs an investment, and now your old beliefs, your old mindset, your kicks in, of saving money. Oh, money is hard to make, I'm not going to spend it. Oh, I'm going to tell you one thing. I've told you, like I told so many of my students. So money is like, you go to a desert, you pick up the sand, and you're holding it in your hand like this. Oh shit, the camera angle. Anyways, you're holding it in your hand. You pick up the sand and you're holding really tightly, right? All the sand goes away from your hand. All the sand. There's nothing left. There's nothing left in your hand. But if you you know take a dig in the sand, and you just take take sand like this, and your hand is still, the sand is going to stay over there. But if squeeze it really hard, it's going to go all the way. That's exactly the nature of money. If you're way too conscious about money, if you that says that you are in the lack state, right? You're in the state of lack. You don't have enough. You're not going to get it, so you're going to experience the same reality, right? But if you are very comfortable, if you know, like, oh, my business needs an investment, it's going to help my business grow more. And if it doesn't, even if it doesn't, it goes to fail, who cares? I already am enough. I already have enough money. I am rich. Now you're taking actions. You're taking those actions, and you're backing those relentless actions. So yeah, you can reprogram this shit right now, your subconscious. Do it right now. Do it today, man. Now it's already half an hour video. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm really tired. Anyways, we'll be on the grind, baby. Now if you want to make money, now if you want to understand the kind of business model that I work with, it's Instagram theme pages, and how you can convert attention. Because in the coming time, even now, if you have attention, you can be anything in the world. You can have a clothing brand, you can have your own app, like we already have already. Let's go, it's live right now. Go download it from App Store, Play Store. Download it, right? Let me know how do you like it. I'm really tired. Anyways, go to, you can start your own app, you can start your own clothing brand, you can start your own YouTube. You can direct that audience to anywhere in the world, right? Because now you already have attention. And if you go to my previous videos, you can understand that, oh, money is irrelevant to the kind of audience you have. Even if you have 1 million followers, you're not going to make money if you don't have the right knowledge. So you need the right knowledge. That's important. Even if you have, let's say, 5,000 followers, you can make $1 million. Because you have to understand, money is not relevant anywhere to the kind of audience you have. But more the audience, it's better. But at the same time, you have to have the knowledge. So I'm going to give you an example. This guy, he came to me like, oh, I have these many followers, 166K followers. He wasn't making any money, right? And this was the first call I had with him. I told him to make the tweaks, and he started making goddamn money on the very first day. That's what knowledge does. And he had like from 166. I changed his content, his bio, his everything. He went jump from 195. Right. It didn't happen on the day 7. It happened on day 28th. But did this thing did happen. He went from absolutely zero to making 45 to $50 on the very first day to $500 in a week, right? And those of you don't know, is I know you probably know me, but at the same time, for the newcomers who's watching this video for the very first time, I'm gonna tell you I'm the founder of Stoic Mindset over here and Aurelius, and I make thousands of dollars at the same time investing all the money, not all the money, but most of the money in my app, right? Go check it out again. So this was in December. I made over 10 grand in just 7 days. That's the kind of power it holds. That's the kind of power this business holds. And I was taking care of the business. Now I can do anything in my life, anything, and that's anything is pursuing my uh, dream, which I had to be the best football player that I can ever be. So that's what I'm doing. That's my purpose in life, to be the best at what I do and inspire people to chase their dreams. Right. One last thing is I started this page. I already started this page in September 2025, and my last post was in 10th on 10th of October 2025, and I just started this page. I came across, I was like, oh, this page has been dead for so much time, and I started posting on this yesterday, and I posted about, oh, I'm starting this page again. So I'm going to tell you how easy it is, if you have the knowledge, how easy it is to scale your business to 10K followers or 10K money, anything. So I'm posting everything on my broadcast. Stay updated. I'm giving insights over here, and people are loving it. You can see more likes, and people are actually loving it. So I went from having, I don't know, I forgot to put the screenshot over here, but if you go in the broadcast channel, you'll know that I had 600 something engagement because it was there, and in just 18 hours of posting I jumped to 4.4K. That's what knowledge does, right? And I'm giving out insights what can be done. So stay updated away, join the channel, right? Like I said, I'm putting everything in my broadcast channel. If you want to learn from me personally, you can just go in the description. There's a form that you can fill. If you're qualified enough, my team will reach out to you, and we can start working. So my program requires an investment, and if you're capable enough, good. If you're not, then become. All right, man. So I'll see you in the next video, and if you have any suggestions of what next video you want to be for, put down in the comments. See you.